Think you the shit, bitch? You not even the fuck. I be going hard.
The male experience is one of very intense competition. We're all out here technically competing for resources, aka money, and women. Down to the very core, this is what men really want. And so if another man out there has more status, more money, he looks more attractive, he's taller, then other men will become jealous and envious. It's going to evoke their lower forms of evolution, almost like a monkey-like state.
Hello, monkeys!
And so your level of hatred that you receive as a handsome man is going to vary. For example, if you're only handsome, you don't have money, you don't have girls, you don't have high SMV, you'll experience some envy, some jealousy, some hatred, but it won't be all out. But let's say, for example, you are completely demolishing every other man in all categories, you're going to receive a lot of hate. I mean, look at anybody absolutely crushing it. Hamza lately, Elon Musk, these guys, they're handsome, they're successful, they're wealthy, they can pretty much get any woman that they want to, and they have a shit ton of haters. So today is all about why, as a handsome man, other men are going to despise you. Let's get it. I kick this video off with a very miniature story time with another YouTuber who I actually experienced this with. There's a YouTuber out there known as Road to 1%, and I know that many of you guys watch him on a consistent basis, and I'm just going to give you a little story time about me and his relationship. So essentially, I found him like last year. He only had 8K subs. I had 24K at the time, so I was 3 times larger of a channel than he was, and I noticed that he inserted a couple of my clips into his video. So I was like, alright, this guy seems pretty chill. He was giving out knowledgeable information, so I got a facial rating from him with the specific goal to create content from it so that I could push some people to his facial ratings, because it seemed like he knew his shit. And we really did not talk much after this facial rating, but then a couple months ago he actually reached out to me. He said he's about to launch a school, but because he's faceless, he would like to actually have like an influencer associated with it, because obviously you can't really do much with a school teaching people if you don't actually have a face to associate with this. So he reached out to me on Discord, and then I didn't hear anything back, and then all of a sudden he just starts leaving some hateful comments on my channel, and then next thing I know, people in my live stream are saying, hey Austin, you're in Road to 1%'s new video, and I watch it, and he's calling me a scammer, saying I'm frauding, all this shit.
What else could they be hiding or lying about to you in order to sell their products or courses? Be warned, guys. This video will get juicy. They also know the secrets of how to take pictures and even how to edit them to present them in the best way possible. But of course, they will never tell you that. It's all made to look as if these people are all natural and they just happen to take a good shot in that particular moment.
But he also calls out every other handsome influencer. You'll notice he only calls out the attractive guys in his video, and it really comes down to one thing. At the end of the day, if you are trying to tear down any other man, especially if you have no proof of anything they did, or they did something as small as getting a nose job like Austin Dunham, no one gives a shit if people are actually going out there and giving them good advice and transforming lives. If someone is adding a positive influence to the world, who are you to try to take away their credibility and ruin their reputation? It's probably one of the best examples when it comes to hatred and envy as a handsome man. He's too afraid to show his face on camera, yet he's talking shit to strangers on the internet. It's pathetic. So that's a great example. A couple things that other men will do. First of all, they will always try to discredit pretty much anything about you. I think one of the best examples of this is how you can always read my comments. People are saying I'm lying about my height. Oh, you're not 6'6", you're not 6'6". Whenever I measure myself on camera, it's not too difficult to see that I tower over literally everybody. But the thing is, man, people will always try to discredit what you're doing, how much money you're making, the girls that you get. And even when you go out of your way to show the specifics, they will still say you are frauding, scamming, lying, making something up. This one's kind of a fun one, but other guys will always make guard their girl whenever they see you. So this is like a surefire way to know that you are handsome. Essentially, whenever you're out in public, if you see a guy and his girl, and then all of a sudden the guy just like grabs his girl super close to him and then kind of like stares you down. And this is mate guarding because you're attractive. Now, I have a similar scenario just literally a couple days ago, last weekend. I was out in public and I saw this girl literally checking me out, and she was with her boyfriend, and then the guy caught her checking me out. And so to play it off, I literally saw all this happening. Then I see her whisper something something to him, and then he starts laughing. So he catches her checking me out, so she makes up some bullshit to make fun of me so the guy does not get insecure. I thought it was pretty funny, man. About a week ago, I was taking a stroll at the mall, just walking, minding my own business. All of a sudden, I see this guy. He's sitting down with his mom and dad, eating some lunch, and then he just locks eye contact with me. And sometimes, just to mess with people, I'll just stare right back just because I think it's kind of fun. And he's staring me down, and then it's like a circle where I was walking inside of a mall, and as I'm walking around this circle, he's just sitting down in his booth, and he's literally turning his entire head so he can maintain consistent eye contact with you. You'll notice if you're attractive, one thing other men will do is they'll try to like stare you down. It's like an intimidation thing. You know, like how Chihuahuas, they always bark the loudest. They try to intimidate, scare people. It's because they're insecure, man. You never see a German Shepherd really staring down other dogs. They're just kind of in their own zone, minding their own business. So you're gonna get a lot of hateful stares. If you want some stares just like this, you got to join Kalos Academy, kalos.academy. I have tons of students in there transforming, bumping up their SMV, how attractive they really are. My 3+ hour looks maxing course, my 2-hour height growth masterclass, all included in Kalos Academy, as well as private calls with me to completely transform yourself. In addition to this, man, you got to go to kalosique.com, check out all my supplements, more specifically Titan Growth 2.0, which has 500 to 1,000% of all your daily nutrients, vitamins, everything, so you can optimize your height, because 92% of Americans are vitamin and mineral deficient, which if you are vitamin deficient, you will not be growing any taller. You won't get anywhere near your max genetic potential. So kalosique.com for everything. Obviously, if you have any sort of social media presence, they're always going to hate on you. Just pretty much whatever you do. Obviously, this just has a lot to do with modern day social media. People see something, they automatically just want to send hate for no specific reason. They think that nobody's on the other side actually reading it. It's a bit strange to me, but they will go out of their way to try to bring other people down. It's quite pathetic. I've never in my life gone out of my way to leave a hate comment, to try to bring someone down, because I feel secure with myself. So this is how you know that you are very handsome. Other guys will go out of their way just to send hate to you, more specifically on social media. The negative halo effect is that many men will make negative associations with you just because you are attractive. For example, you're cocky, you're arrogant, you're stupid. These are going to be some of the most basic assumptions, but if we kind of break it down scientifically, somebody who is handsome typically has more superior genetics, but a lot of times they will have higher IQs, a healthy level of confidence. Arrogance, I've noticed with handsome men, is actually quite rare. Most handsome dudes I'm friends with, they're extremely chill. Last but not least is going to be that they try to copy you. So once upon a time, I was friends with this guy, and he was attractive, but he lacked confidence. I still remember distinctly, there was one time we were both out, there was 2 girls, and they kept looking over at us. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna go over there and talk to those girls. And he starts shaking. He's like, Austin, I need alcohol first. I can't talk to those girls. I need to be drunk. And I'm like, no, if you don't go over there right now, I'm gonna go over there. And what happened is I waited 5 minutes or so, and then they eventually came over. He was still super anxious, but guys like this are very insecure. They're not very confident. And what happened eventually is he started trying to copy everything I did. He made up a fake last name that sounded just like Wayne. He literally just removed the A and E, so Win, and then he also started dressing exactly like me. He set up his social media just like me. He started posting YouTube videos just like me. This is something more rare, but a lot of handsome dudes, you'll notice people get so envious, so jealous, they'll start copying you. And it's not a compliment. It's not flattery. It's pathetic, man. So if anyone's copying you, you should see it as they are envious and they are kind of out to get you, man. So that's it for today, boys. Subscribe if you're new. I love you with all my heart. Peace.